Broadway is no stranger to diva behavior, but Cynthia Erivo, set to play Elphaba in this fall's long-awaited Wicked film adaptation, just hit new low notes well beyond even the most seasoned prima donnas with an embarrassing public meltdown. First, I'm Hannah Cox with Base Politics. Welcome to my channel where I bring you my politically homeless takes on politics and culture. Before we dive in today, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and of course, ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Okay, so the problem started when a fan edited the official movie poster in order to make it look more like the original Broadway poster. Here is the original film poster, and here is the fan's edit. As you can see, they have moved the hat to where you can no longer see her eyes. It's now focusing more on her lips and the smirk. They've slightly moved Ariana's hand, who's playing Grande. Guys, this is the original Broadway playbill, okay? This is one of my 4 that I have because I'm a super fan. As you can see, the fan edit was literally just making some tweaks to the movie poster to make it look more like the original. And you should expect this because listen, Broadway fans are a different breed, okay? And I'm going to put myself in this camp. We're a little nuts. We're a little Looney Tune. We love our shows down bad, okay? Like I have been counting down the days for the Wicked film to come out. I'm so excited. But we have a hard time accepting change, all right? People really want to see like the original actors that made them love these shows in the first place. They want it to be as close of a adaptation as possible to the actual stage show. This is why I actually think Disney got it so right in just filming an actual show with the original cast of Hamilton and then broadcasting that out. I wish we could have that for every single Broadway play ever made. So all that being said, when it comes to film adaptation, I think fans are always a little bit nervous. Are they going to do it justice? Is it going to like be true to the original? And so while it may seem like a small slight to fans, changing the iconic poster in this way obviously was going to lead to some blowback. And if the worst extent of that blowback is that some fans take some liberties and edit it to make it look like the original, I think all in all, you're doing pretty good. Like, we are already having to accept that we aren't getting Kristen Chenoweth or Idina Menzel in these roles for no good reason in my book. So give us some grace here, okay? But Cynthia Erivo was having none of it. She posted the fan-edited image to her Instagram and said, "This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that of awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posing the question, is your bleep green? None of this is funny. None of this is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real-life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is a homage, not imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful." Like, it's offensive to who? It's degrading to who? Green witches? You are playing a character, and all that happened is that a fan edited the image of you in character to look more like that of the original. I cannot understand how you could possibly see that and take that big of a leap to get all the way to where she ended up, where essentially she is being marginalized and experiencing racism and bigotry because of this edit. Like I said, I am a Wicked fanatic. I've seen it 4 times. The first time I saw it was actually in New York City. I got 5th row seats like last minute in 2008 when I was a broke college kid. Anyways, one of my favorite experiences of all time. I went by myself and cried the entire time like a loser, and I loved every second of it. And I've not stopped seeing it ever since. I want to see it again. Also, I grew up kind of obsessed with the original Wizard of Oz. Like, I kind of sort of maybe lied and said my name was Dorothy for a period of time in my childhood. And I also had a dress my grandma made me to look like Dorothy that I wore everywhere. Here's me with the ruby red slippers when I was 4. I also had a dog named Toto for a period of years. So I think I'm really qualified to talk about this subject matter. I'm also a Gleek. In case you've never noticed, that's me as Dolly and Hello Dolly behind me. That's a poster from a stage show I did. So yeah, this story is like my Super Bowl of commentary. I'm ready. So I, like every other Gleek, have been anxiously counting down the days for this movie's release for well over a year. I have been so excited. And honestly, I really thought that the problem would be Ariana Grande. I really did think that. Sorry, Ariana, because turns out she's actually the sane one here. In response to Cynthia's meltdown and the ensuing conflict around it, she said, I think it's very complicated because I find AI so conflicting and troublesome sometimes, but I think it's just kind of such a massive adjustment period. This is something that is so much bigger than us, and the fans are going to have fun and make their edits. Grande also added that she has so much respect for Erivo and that it's a big adjustment period. It's so much stimulation about something that's so much bigger than us, she said. I don't know, Ariana, that's a pretty graceful statement, but I think this lady's just like a self-obsessed kook, honestly. People seem to desire victimhood status these days like they used to desire actual success. And by the way, she kept going, okay? She's been on a tirade about this online for like the past week. She went on to post the original movie poster on her Instagram and said, let me put this right here to remind you and cleanse your palate. Elphaba, why couldn't you stay calm for once instead of flying off the handle? You're only going to get that if you've seen Wicked, but hopefully a lot of you have. Anyways, fans like me have been largely turned off. Sammy on Twitter said, is it bad that I now kind of don't want to see Wicked because of Cynthia Erivo's frankly absurd reaction to that fan edit? I mean, I will see it, but my excitement is dimmed for sure. Hard same. Christina said, what a strange way to make me not want to see this even more. They had me at Ariana Grande. Don't make me not want to watch it even more than that. The Broadway show was just fine. And I particularly think this TikToker's comments won the internet for the day. Watch.
Poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is deeply hurtful. I know you're green, but go touch grass. This is insane.
You're already green, go touch grass. I actually laughed out loud. But while most people have been giving Cynthia the side eye for this behavior, as they should, she is somehow not without her supporters and defenders. Watch.
I didn't even see this fan edit until Cynthia said something. I just thought to myself when I saw it, oh, okay, they just recreated the original poster. I've seen a lot of people say that Cynthia is overreacting, it's not that deep, but clearly to her it is. Even though that poster is not the most offensive thing that I've ever seen, I don't really think that it's up to us to police Cynthia's feelings.
Like, no, just no. This is one of the most problematic mentalities out there. It's like the end result of gentle parenting and everybody gets a trophy and the bubble children movement. And it just sucks because becoming an adult is having to actually take responsibility for your feelings and to recognize when they are irrational or coming from a place of insecurity or when you're projecting, and then to regulate your responses accordingly. This notion that everyone's feelings are valid is, I'm sorry, it's hogwash. In fact, I think a lot of people's feelings have no validity whatsoever and are often not grounded in reality, but they get coddled so extensively these days that they think being offended means that they have a point instead of recognizing that they actually just don't have a grip. I really can't fathom how much racism must have not impacted a person like this, like how little of it they've truly experienced of racism or of any actual injustice or offenses in order to end up at a place where you think a fan editing a film poster to look like the original beloved Broadway one is in any way an attack on you at all, much less about your skin color or erasing you or attacking your identity. And furthermore, I just have a hard time wrapping my mind around somebody with that kind of wealth and fame and platform and actual privilege using it to whine about BS like this instead of, I don't know, actually going out in the world and trying to right the real and many injustices around us. I don't even think that's diva behavior, honestly. It's just toddler behavior. For the record, Wicked is about someone who is an actual outcast, who has truly been bullied and mistreated due to the color of her skin. And it's about that character choosing to forgo an opportunity to step into power and prestige and to instead fight for those around her who have been mistreated even worse than she has. It's actually about like self-acceptance and bravery and heroicism and selflessness. And it's honestly too bad that the actress playing that character apparently embodies none of those traits. When your identity woke politics have even lost the gleeks, you know it's game over. People have had enough with these types in our society and in our political system. So I would say actors would be well advised to, I don't know, stick to the material at hand and give up on trying to play the victim. All right, guys, I hope you like this episode. Make sure to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not already. And if you want even more content, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok.